Okay, well, hi guys. So I wanted to make a quick video before I run out to the bookshop to pick up a book that's required for my class I'm taking. I'm taking a horticulture class and I need this book sooner rather than later. I was going to order it online. That was my first instinct, I guess. But I kind of didn't want to wait for shipping, and I thought about it and I was like, wait, why am I first thinking of ordering something online when there's a possibility that I can find it locally at a store that's near me and I can get it sooner? So that's just much better and I can support a local business, da 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 da. And you know, I highly encourage you guys to start looking around in your area for things instead of Googling for it. And it doesn't have to take that much time either. I just called all the local bookshops in my area, asking for if they carry the title that I was looking for, and it's really easy. They just check for you, and then from there you can see if you can pick it up or not. Before I hop on the bike and go to the store, I wanted to show you guys how I keep my fruit, how I store my fruit, what techniques I use, I guess. I know that doesn't sound that complicated or anything, but I felt like making a video because I just haven't in a while. And oh yeah, I want to tell you guys, ever since Banana Island, I have been pretty much fully raw. Like maybe excluding like the first few days after Banana Island, I've been fully raw basically since then. And yeah, it feels amazing. I really don't have any cravings really for cooked foods, just because I know that when I do eat cooked foods, I just don't feel at my best, physically, mentally, and yeah, I totally understand now what people are talking about when they say that they experience this mental clarity, that they can think better and they can kind of convey what they want to say easier, and yeah, it's just been working out great. I've been eating lots of fruits and veggies, and I've been exploring the raw food world, I guess. I got a dehydrator, not, you know, saying that it's super required to get one or anything, but I got one just because I like to have fun in the kitchen, and I think it'll be fun to, you know, have some gourmet stuff every once in a while. And yeah, it'd be cool to dehydrate my own bananas or other fruit, just so then I can have my own emergency snacks and I don't have to buy them from a store. So that's really cool, because I know that organic bananas that are dried from like Whole Foods or something are like really expensive. Anyways, let's get on to showing the fruit stash. So I'm going to turn my camera around and then I'm going to show you guys what I have. All right, so welcome to the fruit room or family room. I don't know, exercise room, computer room, also like miscellaneous storage room, including fruit, obviously. So here we have some bananas ripening. These are organic. I like to buy my bananas organic, and I get them from Costco's. They are really cheap there. They kind of ripen kind of funkily at times just because they're super green when I buy them, but they turn out okay, I feel like. So yeah, I like to keep my bananas in these boxes like this. I organize them by how ripe they are, and I like to rotate, and I check my bananas at least every other day. Highly encourage you guys to check your bananas, just because if any one of them are like slightly damaged and or if there's like a hole in the peel, you know, things like that, flies love them and they will gravitate to them and they'll make a little nest in there and they'll multiply overnight, and you will have a fruit fly party, and it's not very fun. Anyways, so having them laid flat out like this in like a single layer, one, it prevents damage just by like having so much weight on them, by keeping them in like bunches piled on top of each other. Two, you can kind of feel around easier to check which one is ripe or not. Like this one's like really soft and probably needs to be eaten sooner than later. So, you know, it's easier. I like to put the ones that need to be eaten sooner in this place here. And I will tell you guys more about that in a minute. So yeah, bananas, more bananas. Here we have some Korean melons. They're really cute. My mom got these for me from an Asian market, and she brought them home and I was like, oh, like these are so cute. And I didn't really know what to do with them. I did some research and I tried one, but I don't really like them. I feel like they're a little bit too crunchy for my taste, so I'm kind of waiting for them to get overripe to like maybe soften up, but I don't know. Someone will eat them in the end. Here I have a variety of apples that I got for a discounted price for $3 a box. There were many more than this, but I've been eating them and I don't know why they were discounted. They're like hardly damaged, if any, and they're still like very firm and good to go, and all of them are really good. We've got some Red Delicious. I had some Fuji's in here, but I like ate them. We have some Golden Delicious, which it's kind of my first time trying them, and they're alright. Granny Smiths are very sour. They're not really my favorite. I'm more of like a Honeycrisp Fuji type person. Anyways, I have some melons here. I had way more before, but I've been eating them because the season is almost over and I'm trying to eat as many melons before they are gone forever. Alright, and over here we got some bananas ripening, organic as well, and then here we have some local oranges. It says that they were tree ripened and they definitely taste like it because they are very sweet and juicy. Like these are like, they feel heavier than what they look like, and that's kind of how you choose a good orange, because the juicier they are, the higher water content, and usually that means that they're extra sweet, and all of these are really good. I recently got a citrus juicer that I found at a secondhand store, and I got super excited because they were selling it for $9. Or no, not $9, like $8.50 or something like that. And I have been looking for a citrus juicer because I've been avoiding wanting to like go out and buy one brand new. Just because they're expensive. Like a new kitchen toy is very expensive. So I was very excited finding that citrus juicer at that store and getting a good buy. And so I have been buying tons of citrus. And right here, this is a little bit over 30 pounds of oranges. And I finished 10 pounds of oranges just the other day. So those will be gone probably by the end of the week. Here, you saw this already. This is I don't know what this is made of, but this is a tray that I got when I was in the Philippines, and I like to keep my bananas that like need to be eaten like today or the next day, like on this tray. So these are super ready to go, even maybe a little bit fermented, but I'll check those out later. Anyways, this is where I put the really overripe, like please eat me as soon as possible fruit. More bananas here. And okay, so let me tell you about these things. I have 3 of these bowls here at like the major fruit hub points, I guess. These are just the fruit fly traps that I make. All you do is you just take a bowl that you don't really care for, and you fill it with a little bit of overripe or rotting fruit in there. You cover it in saran wrap, and then you poke some holes in it with a tip of a toothpick, and make sure that they're big enough that they can climb into it, but small enough where they can't or have a hard time climbing out of it. So you make this trap and you leave it there for a day or 2, however long you want to keep it, and then it'll get full really fast. You'll be surprised depending how many flies you have in your house. And once they're in there, I mean, you can do whatever you want with them, really. You can either take them outside very far, far, far away from your house and release them, or you can kill them. If you're that type of person, I wouldn't recommend that just because that's mean. I don't know. Depends what you want to do, but this is a good way to get them into one place and not just like crazy flying around your house. So yeah, that's a really nice fruit fly trap tip. It works really well. I've been doing this for months, and it's been working very well. So yeah, you can see all of them having a nice little buffet in there. And then here we have some Italian plums and a couple apriums. And the reason why I keep them in this, what do you call this? This net type thing. It's for laundry, this laundry net. The reason why I keep it in here is because with the sensitive fruits, I don't really do this with bananas because their skins are usually thick enough to protect themselves. So a lot of the sturdier fruits, I just keep them out just by themselves. But with the more sensitive fruits that are more sensitive to pests like flies, I like to keep them in boxes inside of one of these laundry nets. And you can get these at like the dollar store for super cheap, like a pack of like 4 or whatever, or Daiso. I got these at Daiso. And yeah, they're really handy, and they protect things like Italian plums. And yeah, this is where I keep my plums. And so let's move on here. We have another fly trap there, and there's the 3rd one if you missed that one. And here we have some peaches, organic peaches. They're almost gone. I've been eating those. And here we have some organic mangoes. I like to use those in dressings. Here I have some very special local pears that I actually picked myself on the side of the road. I was walking with my sister the other day, and I saw that there was a bunch of pears on the ground, and I was like, why are there pears on the ground? And I was like, wait, if there's pears on the ground, then there must be pears on a tree somewhere. And so I look up, and of course there was a bunch of pears on the pear tree. And yeah, they look a little bit funky, but that's just character. That's what fruit's supposed to look like. This one I'm really proud of because when I climbed the tree, I had to like reach pretty far out to get this one. I really wanted this one because it's like really big and perfect. It's pretty ripe. But yeah, I'm really proud of these guys. That's just something I wanted to share with you. And I also keep them in the net just because they're starting to get more fragrant, and I noticed that flies were getting at them last night. So, yep. And also that basket, I got it from the Philippines, from a village that I visited and they're handmade. It takes like 2 months to finish one, and yeah, it's just really beautiful. Anyways, there's more peaches in there, and these are discount peaches from that same farmer's market, like $3 for a big box. A lot of them were like way too far gone, but some of them were still very good, and I think that $3 for a big thing of them was a really good deal. So I have them in this box also in a net because peaches are sensitive. Alright, so I think that's it. Okie dokie, so that concludes my whole fruit stash video, I guess you can call it. I hope that I gave you some useful tips and tricks for storing your fruit and keeping house pests at bay like fruit flies. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, by the way. I know that this video was like extra long just because I didn't stop talking ever. I just kept talking. I guess I'm just in that kind of mood today. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'd really like to start making more videos. I don't really know what of yet, but I think I will figure it out. If you have a suggestion, let me know because I am in need of one. And yeah, I will just see you later, I guess. All right, have a beautiful rest of your day. Or evening, depending where you are, and I will see you later. Bye!